If you're like me, you've been looking for an RSS news reader for a really long time. Ever since, I think, oh gosh, I don't think I've used any desktop news reader application in at least 5 to 10 years. No RSS feed reader, at least. I think I've been using Feedly off and on, and most of the ones I've been using in that time have been basically just web-based applications, maybe something on my phone if I was using something like Feedly or Feedly through their website. So really, it's been kind of slim pickings for the desktop in RSS readers until I came across Fluent Reader. I am in love with this application. I am in love with this program. It is something that I feel like I've been missing, and I have it. So if you go to the website, you can see right here for Fluent Reader, it's a beautiful design. On the left-hand side, we have all of our subscriptions. In the middle, where you can see all of the different articles, and then the actual detailed larger view of the article right here. Which is great. If we look at the, let's see here, the GitHub page for it, you can see that the license is actually a BSD3 license. So that's great. You can read through that if you wanted to. But basically what that means is that you have permissions for commercial use, modification, distribution, private use. There are some limitations with the liability and warranty. Obviously you can read through that, but this is awesome. So I'm glad to see that. Also, there happens to be a mobile app for it for, I believe, both the Android and iOS. So I haven't actually downloaded these yet. I might have to go do that and check it out, but I am just happy to have the desktop reader, because that's what I want. I've been wanting forever. So let's open it up. Enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. So make this a little bigger so we can see here. Let's see if I can't do it this way. We'll blow it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, this is the initial, well, actually, when you first open it, this is what you would actually see. It's just a card view with all of your items in here. All of your articles from your different feeds are in here. If I open up on the hamburger menu here on the side, you'll see all of your subscriptions, which is great. So you can view them individually or all articles, whichever one you wanted. I believe it defaults to all articles. The card view is great though. So on certain ones, like say, for example, on this Art of Manliness Sunday Firesides, if I hover over it, I get a quick view of what the article is about. If I click on it, it will open up and I can read the whole article or what is posted in the feed inside of here. And say I wanted to actually go to the website in case there's more to read. Up here in the corner, right, there is a little world. I can click on that, and it loads up the website inside the newsreader. So I don't actually have to go ahead and go off, open up my browser and do that. It's all in here, which is great. Cool. Under settings, we have a place where you can import your OPML files. So if you're using something like Feedly, you can download your OPML file, which is just a file that contains all of your different subscriptions, and add it to Fluent. So you're good to go. It loads it up and you're good to go. Under groups, you'll see the number of different groups, which are the categories in which your subscription falls under. This is just happens to be what I have in mind, and that came from my OPML file, but I believe you can just set them up yourself, create a new one if you wanted to, if you were not using something like Feedly or had an OPML file. You can also set rules. So if you have certain rules about articles that come in place, it's something you want to do with them, you can do that. You can also select a service. So say you're already currently using an RSS feed reader service. There are a number of them that are built in to Fluent that you can hook it up with. So Fever API, Feedbin, Google Reader, InnoReader, which I've never used, so it's interesting. I'll have to check that one out. And then you can also suggest a service. So if there's one that they don't currently support in the software, I guess you can go ask. Maybe if there's enough people asking, maybe they'll add support. I was using Feedly, so I know that is not supported right now. So what I had to do was go download the OPML file from Feedly and load it into the app, and then we were good to go. Under preferences, you can set your system language if you want. You can have it follow your system theme. You can set it to a light mode, or you can set it to a dark mode. I'm currently having it follow my system theme, so it respects that, which is great. And then also we can set the time interval of fetching new articles from anywhere from never to 10 minutes to all the way up to 1 hour. And you can set your search engine. So they've got a number of search engines in here: Google, Bing, Baidu, and DuckDuckGo. And then a few other items you can do as far as cleaning up articles, clearing your cache, and backing up your application data. So that's awesome to see. Cool. So in general use of this, as I'm going through it day to day, if I am going through a certain grouping of my article subscriptions, so say it's under tech and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, you know what, there's just way too much here for me to read. I'm not even interested in some of it. I can go ahead and click on the mark all as read, and then you'll get a confirmation. Click on that and it will mark all of those articles as read, so they'll no longer show up in your sidebar here as something that has not been read, which is great to see. That should be a standard issue in all feed readers, and I think it is in most. I'm trying to come up with a reason or one that doesn't have that, and I can't, so it's just good to see it here too. Cool. You can also search. So if there's something you want to search for, you can actually search for it in here. So I have a big design one. So let's type design and see if anything comes up. So I click in design and notice it's searching the articles for the word design, which is great to see that as well. So if there's a certain topic I want to read, it'll go through all of the different subscriptions I have and search for that topic or that search key term or search word. Cool. You also get to check your notifications if there's any notifications here. One thing I haven't found is if you can turn the notifications off. That would be great, but I can't seem to find that any of the in the system area, any of the system properties that we can set. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's definitely not going to stop me from not using it. So that's great. I mean, it's just. I'm really happy with this newsreader. Extremely excited because now I feel like I have control of all the media that I want to consume now.